Jalen Green and the Houston Rockets are playing a different style of basketball right now and are the hottest team in the NBA, and we got to give them nothing but credit because they are turning into one of the best basketball teams not only in the Western Conference, but right now on this stretch, they might be the best team in the NBA. And it's all starting with the two young guys. Jalen Green looks like he has taken the turn, has turned the corner, and has gotten over the hump. And then Thompson is another guy I am extremely high on. That dude's going to be a beast in his own way. But this Rockets team is starting to take over, and they're about to go on a massive run for the NBA playoffs. In this video, we're going to break down the entire game's film versus them and the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think this was a really good game, but really showcased why the Rockets could be threats if they continue to play this level of basketball and continue this stretch. I mean, Green, Men, Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith, Jeff Green, Reggie Bullock, a perfect combination of young, veteran, leadership, talent, and dogs, okay? With that being said, let's dive right into the film. Okay, so here's one of my favorite plays of the day. What we're going to see here is two guys up top setting a ghost screen, okay? Now, the first guy you're going to notice it completely is Fred VanVleet. What he's going to do is come over here and set a ghost screen. Now, a ghost screen is when you don't really set the screen, but what you do is tap the defender's, back, his back or his leg or his shoulder, something like that, because once the defender says, okay, I'm getting screened, I need to switch, right? But when you don't actually set the screen, it gives a moment of vulnerability for the defense where they're like, oh wait, maybe I wasn't supposed to switch, right? So that's what we're going to see. Boom, ghost screen. Gets in the way, and now Lou Dort's in the mindset where he's like, okay, I got to switch. So boom, just for a quick second, says, okay, let me go with Fred VanVleet. Notices there was no actual screen, and now he's a little bit late to getting back. Now we have another screen over here where just Thompson getting in the way. The main goal of this play specifically is to get Jalen Green on a defender in Chet Holmgren. Now, the reason being is because Chet is a little bit too slow to cover Jalen Green, who is young, fast, and lightning quick, lightning elusive, right? So, boom, get it. Another job here by Thompson. Get in the way of Lou Dort, right? Boom. Now we got to switch. Now we get a full-time switch. This is the matchup we wanted to see. Green versus Holmgren, and quite frankly, drives right by him. Boom, throws up a nice little scoop layup and gets it to go. That is beautiful basketball from, the Rockets, Ime Udoka, drawing up a play like that, and even being screened, by a guy like Fred VanVleet. Whenever you do something like this, it's kind of like a new style of basketball where you might even be able to get a three-point shooter open off the pick and roll. Usually you see, or back in the day, you used to see a lot of the big man setting these screens up top. But nowadays, when you have five guys who can shoot the ball, you turn into one of the scariest offenses in basketball because nobody's in the paint right now. Nobody is guarding the paint because you have four shooters around the perimeter, allowing Jalen Green to get right to the cup for an easy layup. This is beautiful basketball. Alright guys, before we get any further into the video, before I show you this play, which trust me, you're going to want to see this one, it ends crazily, you probably already know what I'm talking about here, but before we get into that, do me a big favor, hit the like button, let's see if we can get this video up to 300 likes. If we get 300 likes, we'll be posting non-stop coverage of the Houston Rockets for the rest of the season, but also subscribe if you're new, it is free, doesn't cost anything, and with that being said, let's get right into the rest of the video. Alright, one of the biggest things I love about this Rockets team so far is Thompson and Jalen Green. The connection is really starting to build. Now, in this play specifically, you're going to see try to get into the interior of the paint. Jock Landale is down there, so what he's trying to do is drive in, draw in some attention here by these backside defenders or the weak side defenders here, right? Now, what he does is perfect. Gets into the lane, right? He's going to do a no-look pass out here to Jalen Green. Now, at this point in time, we see Jalen Williams on the other team is kind of ball watching. He's not really paying attention to where his guy is, and quite frankly, the reason being is because he's looking at Jabari Smith. So Jalen Williams is like, okay, my guy's probably nowhere to be found. Let me just, relax and kind of ball watch, make sure my guy doesn't get the ball. Little does boom, Jalen Green breaks wide open, pump fakes a three, and gets right by him. Now we create this massive space gap between us and the rotational defender here in Kyron Williams, and his ability to stop on a dime, pull up a little mid-range, and at this point in time, you're not going to stop Jalen Green because he's having that type of night. Guys, real quickly, before we finish off this video, I need you guys to do me a big favor. Underdog Fantasy is doing the most legendary thing in the world. Not only if you use my code in the description, they will give you a free $100 depending on how much you first deposit, but also they're going to give you a free square as well. Now what that means is, for example, let's just say Jimmy Butler, right? They're going to have Jimmy Butler over half a point, right? And every single couple of days, they're going to give you freebies that you can just easily win money on. Go claim your free $100 by depositing $100 or whatever you want. They'll match your first deposit, but also go get a free square, go win money. They have so much you can bet on, and it's not just basketball. If you like MLB, MLB's here as well. They have tennis, they have NHL, they have soccer, they have women's soccer, FIFA, esports, racing, golf. They have everything you could think of, and they have live drafts as well. So if you want to get in an MLB draft and play that, you can. If you want to get in an NBA draft and play with some people, some of your friends, you can do that as well. If you use my code in the description, not only will they match your first deposit, but they're going to give you free money as well in terms of these little bets, right? These little bets that you can put in. Tyrese Halliburton over half a point, the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Go check it out, and let's get right back into the video. Now, I love when the Houston Rockets are pushing the tempo. Don't allow the defense to set up in their half-court set, right? So, boom, Van Fleet, such a good player, man. A good veteran, doesn't have a big ego, doesn't need to score 30 points a night, and we can tell that right now because of the way he's passing the ball. Kicks it over to Jalen Green, who just, quite frankly, is going to step into a wide-open three, right? Gets it to go, and again, this is the type of night that he's having. Obviously gets a really lucky bounce there, but I'm telling you, once Jalen Green hits some of his shots, you need to be worried or need to start sending a blitz to him whenever he touches the ball. They didn't do that last night, and this is what happened. All right, and here we go again. Another big time play here by Thompson, okay? Now what we're going to notice here in a game where he had 25 points and 15 rebounds, guys, look at this rebound. So boom, shot's up for three. Now as the guy who's defending Josh Giddey, there's so many different NBA players that in this scenario would be like, okay, I'm just going to get into the fast break. Hopefully our team gets the rebound, right? But no, what he's going to do is tenacious, is something not a lot of young guys like to do. It's get down there, get low, and get a big time rebound over Chet Holmgren, and boom. Now that you got the rebound, he is such a good passer, has great court vision. He's able to look, turn, throw, fire, and again, what do we like to see here, right? It's a 3-on-1, right? So obviously not the best situation for Jalen Green, however, has the ability to stop on a dime and just pull up for a three. And again, never let your opposing defense set up their half-court defense, because that's when you slow the game down, right? Now, the Rockets have so many good players that they can just play this fast-paced type of game, and boom, gets it to go again. Running the fast break will always be vital for the Houston Rockets. Now, at this point in time in the game, things got really dangerous for the Oklahoma City Thunder, right? Normally in games like this, you want to send a fire, you want to send a blitz. Basically what that is double teaming from the top, because listen, when a guy is having such a good game, send an extra guy. Make the guys around him make the big time shots. Because think about it, when you have a guy dropping 40 points in a game, you know right away no one else is going to be in rhythm because Jalen Green's taking the bulk of the shots, right? But however, I get the other side of it where it's like you have Fred VanVleet, you have Thompson, so many guys who can score the basketball. But I think the Thunder needed to make adjustments. So boom, this is where we get a little bit in Jalen Green's bag, right? Now we just want straight ISO ball. Let me get a mismatch here on Jalen Green. Step back, beautiful play, and get to 3 up. These are the type of plays that when he starts making these type of shots, you need to be a little bit nervous about, what you're going to do next, right? These are the plays where you're like, okay, wait, this is a little bit different. Like, we need to actually get in our bag here and play some better defense. Maybe send that blitz up top. But again, now when Jalen Green gets in his bag, man, when he's playing great defense like this, gets a pickpocket, now is running in transition, finds Jabari Smith. I mean, dude, when he's starting to make plays like this, it gets absolutely scary as Thompson drives in. Beautiful, beautiful move there. But look at Jalen Green's tenacity, man. I mean, this dude's hustling. I don't know what they did. I don't know what happened to Jalen Green, but he is turning into an absolute stud on both ends of the floor. And if he keeps playing like this, man, the future is bright. And again, we get another pick and roll opportunity here for Jalen Green and Jock Landale. Again, you have the big man right here. We want to see, is he playing up? Is he going to hedge off the screen, or is he going to play drop zone coverage, right? Basically, hedging means he's going to really push up here and force Jalen Green not to be able to go anywhere past the screen, right? But a drop zone is where he kind of just stays put, maybe even drops back a little bit, forcing Jalen Green to either pull up a three or just not be able to drive by him, right? So boom, we get the screen up top. Right away, what do we notice? There's no hedging going involved here, right? This is typically maybe just man-to-man. It looks like he might be playing a little bit of drop zone coverage, but trying to stay up tight. But still, just too much space here for Jalen Green to pull up a shot over Jalen Williams. And boom, again, gets it to go. What are you going to do? You need to send a blitz. All right, here we go. Last play I really want to show you guys here. We're going to get a swing over to Jalen Green, right? Again, we're going to get a screen coming from Dylan Brooks. Always screen with a guy who can pick and pop it. It makes your offense so much more versatile. So, boom, right away, get the screen. We have Josh Giddey here. We have another defender here in Lou Dort. Both pretty decent defenders, right? Boom, splits the defense, and now you have so much rotation here. So, normally, Jalen Green is a guy who does have good IQ, can usually pass the ball really well, but he is feeling himself so much right now that you just, hey, heat check, go, right? Look at this. Look at this finish. Unreal finish and one. Sound dumb. I mean, dude, what was OKC supposed to do in this game, man? They had no answer for this boy Jalen Green all day long, and here we go. I mean, dude, look at the versatility. You can screen with a guy like a Thompson, a wing, not even use it, drive left anyway. Boom. I mean, this is massive. Now, basically what that is here is, you see how spread out they are? Again, you have so many shooters on the floor that the paint is wide open, right? The paint is absolutely wide open. And when you set his screen to the right, see how he's hedging? See how Isaiah Joe is hedging the right side of the screen now, which leaves the left wide open, makes a great read, gets a little bit of a hedge or a jump, I should say, a step on Lou Dort. And again, look at this move. I would like to see him kick this out for a three ball, but I understand he's so hot right now that maybe you shouldn't. And this defender's doing a really good job playing the middle. But guys like LeBron James, guys like, you know, Luka and Jokic make the right read every time. I don't know what they would do here. You have two guys pretty much open, probably gets to Fred VanVleet, who then swings to a Thompson. But either way, Jalen Green makes an unbelievable play at the basket, man. Hey, shout out to the Rockets. 10-game winning streak. They are just getting started. And are they going to make the playoffs? Who knows? But they're getting there, man. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Join the family. And I'll see you guys in the next Rockets breakdown. Peace.